Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dao Su, back with some more Banished. Things are progressing nicely now that I've sort of fixed the population problem. We're still having some deaths and stuff like that, but we now have enough population to do pretty much whatever we want with. So we're not in any danger, and things are going to be hopefully smooth sailing from here on out. We do have a bit of a log issue, but I've sort of gotten this trader that comes now and actually brings me decent stuff. If he continues to do that, that log shortage will be no problem. Also could farm some from over here, or over here if we get really desperate. Fact is, we have plenty of firewood right now, so I'm probably not going to worry about it. I guess the question is, do we want to continue to try to grow our population with more houses? Or do we rest on our laurels? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is there. I don't I don't really need a bigger population. I just want to make sure that we remain above. Wow, it's going up into the 80s now. I just want to make sure we remain above the 50 mark, because we got to go all the way to about year 45 without drooping down. And that could take a while. But mostly I just want to make sure we don't have another death spiral in that time. I'd like to think we won't, because we have so many houses now. They're a lot fuller than they were a couple of years ago. We even built a couple over here. Was trampled by a wild boar, eh? It's kind of a shitty way to go out. Very Game of Thrones. I'm gonna harvest a few trees here. Give my laborers something to do. Fact is, at this point, we've built pretty much every building that there is. We could fill up the fishery with fishermen. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and do that. We got plenty of people. We don't need these builders to be builders anymore. So that gave us enough trees to get by. The only thing left to really do is to try to make some beer for these guys, which would just require a little apple orchard. I'm not so sure where I would put that apple orchard. We're a little bit lacking in space for such things. But we do have apple seeds. I'd like to get at least an 11 by 11. That won't work. Not enough space. I'm about down here. 11 by 11. Almost. Why is it just that the corner can't do it? Too large, huh? What we could do is do one there. And then one that's shaped a little differently there. And it wants 2 farmers each. I think 2 farmers should be enough. And we got to plant apples. Okay, that leaves us with 7 laborers, which I think is a pretty healthy place to just rest at and not go crazy with any more things. Of course, I'm going to have to turn this guy on. Yeah, I know he doesn't have the materials, but he will. And we got that laborer back from a student. You're going to want to keep a close eye on the school over here. Make sure it doesn't get full. I keep expecting it to, but it never does. Alright, what do we got? The food merchant. I don't need any food, although I am seeing my amount of food start to dwindle a little bit, which, you know, it's good to catch these things early. It's a small dwindling, but it's a dwindling nonetheless. But here comes the crop. So maybe that'll push it back up into the 23s, 24s, where I want to be. And then the fishery and the apples should provide some nice extra food. These apples are going to take, you know, 5 years before they're ready, but then we'll have cider. And I don't think I'll build any more houses, really. I think we're probably good, as long as we don't get to a place where we have just one old person in all the houses, which is kind of what happened last time. Then everything will be fine. Okay, wintertime's coming. We're up to 23 food. That's good. Plenty of firewood. Plenty of tools. I wonder how many of our tools are iron and how many are... I can figure that out. We have 90 iron tools left and 41 steel tools left. Okay, and we're currently making steel tools out of coal. Good. Pretty much the only thing left to actually really do, and I've said this a couple times now, but is a sheep farm and then getting the wool and making the even better clothing. That's kind of the last big update we can do to our area. After that, we're just going to have to coast. Which is fine. I'm fine with coasting. It makes for easy videos for me. Low stress. Just try to watch my blood pressure these days, you know. Sometimes I get a little bit too into the games. Too outcome dependent, you might say. I don't know, we could do like one more house. There's no reason not to keep like a trickle of babies being born, you know? That's the way I see it anyway. Let me do one more. We'll keep the trickle of babies coming. Even if it's tiny trickle. I want there to be a trickle. A lot of people just died. Holy crap. Three people died all at once. What do you got? Here's our guy. Excellent. You know, 300 iron is probably... We might as well trade this crap away. We gotta have this stuff. And we definitely don't have an infinite supply. And we definitely do have a lot of food. So... I think it makes sense. Good. Our food is getting a little bit lower than it has been, though. I guess we don't really have an infinite supply after all. We'll want to keep a close eye on that now that our population is about twice the size. We're going to need about twice the food, so I don't know if we've adequately prepared for that or not. Time will tell, but we're going to want to definitely get in front of it, of any kind of like food shortages that are going to happen. So we do that by just keeping a close eye on it. We can always throw down more farms. We've got the labor for it. So we've got a little bit of beer now. No? Anyway, someone's there. You may go. Yeah, these orchards, they take a long time. They're not very efficient for food. So that's why you shouldn't build orchards unless you're trying to make beer. That's what I've been told anyway. I haven't actually done the math myself, but they seem to be a lot less efficient. Although they do look kind of cool. And they make beer, so it's a win-win. Stockpile's getting full. How are my other stockpiles doing? This one's looking full-ish. Yeah, we might have some stockpile issues if we keep buying tons of goods all at once. So our new house has got a baby already. So we're continuing the trickle of the future generation. Nice trickle. I think I'll upgrade this last house. Using less firewood is a plus with our limited wood supply. Another death. Not a whole lot to do at this point except for watch our trees grow, manage our population, and make sure our food doesn't continue to take down, because it's getting lower and lower every time I look at it, which is a little bit scary. I should probably do something about that. If it gets any lower, I'll build another field. It's kind of a nice spot for one right here. No, there's not, apparently. Okay. I can do one there. No. No. Can make it 9 by 8. That's as big as we can make it. This seems to be going back up, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. You know, we have all this space now, too. If we just chop these trees away, we'll do fields there. That'll be a good solution, I think. Current. Yeah, we're not... I don't understand exactly how to interpret this. This shows how much we've used so far this year. And this is how much we've produced so far this year. Right? So... these numbers are very similar. Very, very similar. But this one's about 2,000 higher. So I don't know. I think another field would give us about that amount, at least I think so. So in that case, I'll go ahead and start removing large swaths of this forest to make way for farmland. Go ahead and do it. That might be all I can do for my stockpiles, though. Yeah, I think I need a new stockpile down here. Well, 5 by 6 by 6. How about? That ought to work. Let's see what the production versus... yeah, we're like just a little bit short. About 1,000 short or whatever, especially if we're trading this stuff away. Potato seeds. Meh. I'm not really troubled about what kind of seeds I have. No apples have been produced yet. Maybe that's gonna offset our slight gap. It is a gap, though. I'm glad we've noticed it. It's about a 2,000 food gap. And if we're trading it away on top of that, yeah, it's going to get dicey. So, better to fix this problem now. Give it a bit of a pause here. We haven't done any pastures, but we don't have any animals, so... just trying to see if there's any other solution, but really this will be fine. We said 11 by 11, right? And then that needs 2 people. That'll be done real quick. Just gotta remove that one little tree right in the middle whenever you get to it, guys. Take your time. No, take your time. No rush. Stockpile went in. Nice. Don't tell me this is like bugged or something. No, he's going to do it. Okay. No, he's not going to do it. It's because I... Why is this? Working, working, working. He's idling. Why don't you go chop that thing? It must be bugged. I'm thinking surely it's bugged. Okay, that's weird. Let's have them remove that little sapling that's causing so much trouble. Maybe they're just really busy. But there was that one guy just dicking around. I don't know. I don't know. Now they're not doing it at all. I said it's like thinking that was a dog, but it's just some deer. Alright, seriously, why is nobody... What is going on here? Everybody's just idling. No one's... It must be bugged. Great. Just my luck. Well, I guess we'll have to just work around that little sapling because my people can't get their shit together. That seems like a horribly inefficient placement, doesn't it? I don't like that at all. I want to get rid of this. What's it gonna take, guys? Let's cancel removal. Alright, let's just see if they're working in theory. Like, if I want you to remove all these, are you gonna go do it? I'll give you a second and see. They're not removing anything at all. If I tell you to go remove over here, will you remove? I mean, there's 10 of you. A bunch of you are just idling. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It must be just bugged. But I've got to get some food down. Regardless of this weird bug that seems to be happening. And I will buy some food at this point. Just to help bridge the gap here. Why do they have 666? Alright, got a little extra food there, that's nice. Have they still not cleared the shit? Yeah, it's totally bugged. Alright, maybe if I tell them specifically to remove the trees, that they'll do it. How about these two? If I tell you to remove those trees, will you do it? Is it happening? I don't see it happening. I don't see him removing any of this shit that I told him to remove. And there's 12 of them now, so it's not like there's just busy. We gotta get rid of that hypothesis right off the bat. Huh, I've never seen this happen before. Something just got bugged, apparently. I don't know, but we've got to get a crop down, right? We still got that gap. Just about 1,000. I mean, we could probably wait a little while and still be fine. Such a small gap at this point. But I wouldn't like there to be any gap at all. Might just wait until the video's over so I can like restart the game and see if this is still happening. He could use a buddy. Yeah, he needs a buddy. We'll give him a buddy. We got the labor. We're fine. Schoolhouse is getting mighty close to being full. I guess it can hold 20, right? New year just started, and we're already a little short. Could just do a hunting lodge and forget about this. We only have one hunting lodge after all. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do another hunting lodge. If they'll even clear those damn trees away. They might not even clear the trees away to let us build it. How ridiculous would that be? O'Reilly. Yep, we're full up on the schoolhouse, so we're gonna need another school. Luckily, they're not super expensive or space consuming. We'll just tuck one away there behind the bar. Nice. Looks like they are doing the required clearing here. And they've... okay, so they cleared everything. Are we no longer bugged? Maybe they were just busy idling. I don't know. Got a lot of laborers now. Anyway, that's going to be nice. I think that'll fix most of the problem. We'll go ahead and upgrade you too. Why not? We got plenty of labor. We'll have some homeless people for a little while, but it's summertime after all. How's our gap? It's about 1,000. So if this Hunter's Lodge produces 1,000 per year, which it definitely should, it's produced 1,200 last year, then that's the gap completely closed. Whereas a field only might produce 900 and might not even fix the problem really. So I think this is a good solution. And we certainly have the labor to afford it. So yeah, I'm going to end the episode there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue all the way up to probably year 50. I don't know whether my Steam client is going to register the achievement, but if we get up to year 50 and we haven't dipped below 50 people, then I'm going to call the accomplishment done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Cheers.